I'm excited to be here to present this course, especially for 70-year-olds. We need to prepare our lives for our lives ahead, and we know very little about the path we'll be taken along. But we do know that many things can go wrong because we've seen our friends and family, some of them battling through these 70-year-old periods. So knowing the types of things that can go wrong, we need to navigate around those obstacles by recognizing them and learning how to sidestep them. Forewarned is forearmed. What problems are likely to confront us? Feeling lethargic, mental health worries, emotional well-being, mobility and safety, financial security, healthcare planning, travel and leisure, community service. Know what problems lie ahead. Equally, there are opportunities we must grasp to plan an exciting and fulfilling life for our 70s and beyond. So what got me into this somewhat morbid topic? My father lived in an era where smoking was considered healthy. Doctors prescribed the habit. Then he developed TB. He was reluctant to go to a doctor because he feared the worst. So eventually we persuaded him and he got the bad news. He was immediately put in bed and was given 22 pills to take each day, plus an injection. He thought he was going to die, but he survived for about 10 more years. But he was never far from an oxygen bottle. My mother was much younger than my dad and continued living in their retirement house. Eventually, a carer reported to us that she was getting very forgetful. So we had her admitted to a home caring for Alzheimer's disease patients. This was a very difficult time for me and my brothers and sisters. She was close to us, but her mind had an on-off switch. Sometimes she knew us, sometimes just blank. She died a few months later, which was a relief to all of us. It's extremely distressing to see someone who's looked after you your whole life now unable to recognize you. So having seen the life sucked out of both my parents, I determined that I wouldn't follow this path. So I've researched how to survive and thrive in my 70s. This course will show you step by step what to do and what to avoid. Just follow what I'm advocating and look forward to a fulfilling decade ahead, perhaps leading to the best years of your life. Think of the role models like Jane Fonda and Arnold Schwarzenegger. What exciting lives they have led well into their 70s. What I was looking for was a series of steps and exercises that would enable me to safely navigate through my 70s. By identifying the factors that confront 70-year-olds, I was able to build a course to identify these and confront these problems. So for each of the issues which 70-year-olds face, there's a strategy to overcome the obstacles. I followed studies of the lifestyles of isolated peoples who have in their own communities lived to 100. This is without planning what they did, how they ate, but they interacted with each other and they took exercise. By following their lifestyles, we learn that lifestyle habits are good for us. We won't necessarily live to their exceptional ages, but the combination of factors that we should be following. Equally, there are habits which will shorten our lives. Once we identify these, we know what not to do. We concentrate on mental exercise, critical to staving off dementia. The fact that we are living longer makes working to keep our brains sharp even more important. So my absorbing interest in this topic started with a degrading end to my parents' lives. Since then, I've been studying the subject because no one deserves to have their life end in such degrading circumstances. Of course, I'm trying to live out what I'm advocating. The fact is, anyone can follow the steps outlined in the course to turn their remaining years into the best years of their life. This means being fit and healthy, with strong relationships and excitement about what the future holds. It also means being a valued member of the community and someone with knowledge to share. There seems to be the belief that 70 is the time to put the brakes on. That is the time to slow down. Don't be lulled into this idea. You might be out of shape through lack of exercises or motivation. Perhaps your circle of friends has cultivated this idea and are slowing down. But don't let yourself slide down the slippery slope of increasing inactivity and inevitably poor health. Look around at people that you know are living great lives and in excellent health. These are the people to aspire to be like. The course can be tackled by anyone who wants to get into better physical shape and mentality. There are routines which must be adhered to. There's planning to be done and scheduling hours to complete the task. Looking back at the fears which 70-year-olds have, it's not merely a snap of the fingers. This is brought home to me when I did my first 5-kilometer run. I was exhausted for hours afterwards. Only after several runs did I achieve any competency. The other thing I tried was in losing weight. I thought I could talk myself into losing some weight. That didn't work. For that, only diet coupled with physical exertion will work. Most 70-year-olds think it's too late to change course. That is rubbish. We have many examples of people who look younger than their real ages. Each of us can improve our physique and look to a future of excitement and mental fulfillment. We owe it to ourselves and to our families to live longer and stay healthy, particularly mental healthy. There are 8 modules to this course. They are not dependent on one another. Although there is exercise which is critical, this builds up week after week. So don't get to the state of mind which tells you you'll never be able to commit to a schedule. After 2 months, I expect to see a dramatic improvement in your body. We are inevitably going to live longer. Statistics tell us the American male will live on average to 80, with females slightly older to 82. So on average, there's more time to enjoy and make use of. So why not put those extra years to good use? Spend more time with your children and grandchildren. If there were nagging worries that you couldn't take on this challenge, those doubts should now be dispelled. The results are surely worth it. Imagine the pleasure you will get when your family and friends notice an overall improvement in your physique and zest for life. They will surely notice a spring in your step. Your posture will be improved and you'll walk with purpose. More importantly, you'll feel good about yourself. The admiring glances will come, but you'll have the energy you need and the confidence to cruise through your forthcoming years. Your days will be filled with activities that you enjoy, and you'll make many new friends and add new interests. So what's to look forward to in your late 70s? Good posture, balance, energy to play with your grandchildren. To be confident that exuberant grandchildren will not bump you over. To easily pick them up when they rush to see you. So what will you get? You'll be steered on the path to health, fitness, and improved energy. Adherence to the course could add years to your life. Identify bad habits which will take years off your life. Expand your horizons. Exercise your mind to stave off the dreaded Alzheimer's disease. All this for only 76 Rand. It'd be worth it to add an extra year to your life. What would that be worth in thousands of dollars? What would finding new hobbies and activities be worth? Also, lots of money and the amazing experience of having a life filled with activities. A lot more money. Meeting new friends and finding new hobbies, also worth a lot more money. Add up the benefits and what value this course will bring you, and then join me on the course.